Hi everyone. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make these cute little small paper sacks. These are the cutest thing ever. My sister gave me some of these and I made a mini album and I only had 2 left, so I couldn't make another album. And I thought, okay, well, I'll just make my own. So I made these, but I made them like this. So I have 3 here that I've done, and I'm going to show you how to make them, and then I'm going to show you the do's and don'ts, because this was definitely a trial and error kind of thing. Okay, so I've taken my scrapbook paper. I just picked whatever one I wanted, and already cut it to the dimensions of the template. So I took one of the bags, picked it apart real gentle, and then measured each end of it, in case for whatever reason they were different. Of course they're not, but I did it because turning my template all the time, I don't know, I just did. Anyway, so, and I also labeled it. The reason I labeled it by sections is because if you want to make the little inserts, these are like just to go to fit the bags once you make, like if you're going to make a mini album and you open it up or whatever, and it should fit just like that, nice and pretty. And so that's what that's for. It doesn't have to do with the paper bag itself. So, there's my measurements. I laid my paper down once I cut it to the exact size. And then I just laid the template over my scrapbook paper. And then with a nice ruler that has it's got like a beveled edge. I don't know if you can tell right here. I just laid it down, butted this up against there, fold it back, take a bone folder or your finger, whatever you want to do, and just run it along here. And I did that for every single fold that's in this paper bag. So I kept going. Then I did the horizontal ones as well. There's 2. This one doesn't seem like an important fold, but it really, really is. And I'll show you why here in a few minutes. Then I did my angular lines. This is so that the bottom will fold under nice and neat. It'll fold under like this. I don't know if you can see it. I'm getting out of focus. There we go. So you get your nice clean fold there. Okay, so we've done that. And now we're gonna go back and reinforce our creases. So fold, and then your bone folder, and do that with every single one of these lines. I'll try to make this as easy as possible here. Okay, so I've already done mine, but that's what you'll do. You'll do that for all of them, all the lines. Don't worry about these little lines that show up in here. This happens when you do these, and it's just by default. You won't even see them later. So what you're going to do is you're going to put glue here and here. So, sorry, I'm out of focus. So I just go like along my lines here. I use quite a bit because I want to be able to have room to move if I need to. Some people don't use as much glue as I do. I'm like the glue queen. Okay, so these get folded inward and only go to the line. you'll have a line here on this piece. There's a line here, and there's this line here. They need to meet up. Do that on the other side. I'm just going to hold it there for a second. Just get it in there. Okay. Then I like to take my bone folder and just kind of reinforce everything. Just so it's all nice and flat and crisp and smooth and perfect. And there we go. And then we're going to put glue here. And then we're going to fold this up like so. But we're not going to do that yet. We've still got to do this other side first. This is where it gets a little complicated. So your view is going to be obstructed momentarily. Yeah, you probably can't see what I'm doing. I'm just putting glue on the one side over here because it's a pain, kind of a pain to get to. That's why I say it's hard to do. Alright, so now we're going to fold these in. Come on. Fold in, there we go. And I'm going to fold this one in. Come on. Yeah, they want to be a little temperamental today. Interesting. Okay, we're going to do the same thing we did. Other side, make it nice and crisp. You want your creases to be crisp because you want a nice clean fold for your bag when, you know, if you're going to fold it and store it away or whatever. Okay. So you should be able to feel that it's nice and flat and super smooth. And then for this side, this needs to be underneath. So this one has to go over. I know I'm getting out of focus. Sorry. My camera wants to focus on a million different things here. So, and then we're going to glue it like this. And you'll have a nice seamless edge there. And this is fairly simple. I'm just glue like so. And then I'll lay it down here. Really get it all glued up. And slide it in there. Make sure your corners come together nice and clean. Nice and flush. And then match that up. That's why I use a lot of glue. Because I'm not perfect, especially behind the camera. Huh. Okay. Ugh, that's gonna bug me. Alright. So, I glue it like that, and it did not glue evenly. No, you don't want uneven. Trust me, you do not want uneven. If it's uneven, do it again. Because, yeah, I'll show you why in a second. I'm going to do this again. Because I do not want to have to fight with it later. Okay. So want that nice and even. Right here, just press these two together. And then we're going to put these together like so. Oh, come on. Match those two up. Maybe that'll help. There we go. Okay, much better. I'm just going to take my bone folder in here and just lay this all down. If I can hold on to my bone folder. I'm going to get way back in there and just lay it down the best we can. Like so. I have too much hand in there. Just press it all down. Okay. So, that's what we have. Nice clean edge. Then we're going to glue these ends. So I'll put this end back, just so it's out of the way. Again with the glue. Oh my goodness. So, lay that down. I'll put my hand in and just press it. So you kind of see where I pressed it into place. Okay, do the other side the same way. The only thing that has to be perfect is the stuff that's lined up. If it's not glued perfect on the inside, like if it's not sticking like it should, like some of this isn't, it's okay because it's not going to matter. Not for what I'm using it for. I'm using these for a mini album, so it's not going to matter. And there you go. So here's your bag, fully assembled. Now remember that little line I told you about, that secondary line? Okay, that secondary line is right here. That's what makes it possible to fold the bottom of the bag flat. If your lines are not straight, when you crease them, you end up with this. Do you see it? So this line is completely crooked. Thus making this one look completely crooked. Although if you look at it, this one's actually straight. But yeah, so that's what happens. And you also end up with a weird little, I don't know if you can see it. You end up with overlap underneath. And if you have that, chances are your bag's not going to fold right. See, like this side has it too. It's not bad on this one. I think it's worse on the other one. Yeah, this one's way worse. See? Right here. So, yeah. Then you end up out with all kinds of craziness. So this one was, I really had to take my time folding it. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're just going to have to take your time folding it and be patient with it. Don't get in a rush. So, this is what we'll do. We'll find our fold line here, and it's also on this side, so it doesn't matter. And if you look, it's straight. So I think we'll be okay. Now what I do is I line up the top of the bag like so. Make sure it's as straight as I can get it. And just gently lay it down. Gently, gently. Oh, that fold line. See it starting to fold. Now, I make sure that all my stuff is creased right where it's supposed to crease, because if it doesn't, it's gonna get weird. Okay, that should not be there. Okay, smooth that out. Make sure it's straight. Lay it down and press. That that is the hardest part of making this bag. And there you go. It's straight. No overlap. It's perfect. There you go. We've just made a paper bag. And now you can fold it in half if you want. Nice and straight, if at all possible. And you can take your bone folder and just reinforce all of that. There's a line under there. There's one here too. It's the inside crease here. Just so you don't think I'm crazy. It's this crease. And then you can put these together and start your album. And there you go. And I'll show you what to do with an album in the next video. Also, if you want to, if you want to use these for goodie bags or whatever, I strongly recommend that you reinforce the bottom here. I would do it with maybe a label, like just a blank white label, or maybe a label that matches the color of your bag. You can do it with clear tape and reinforce it, like the packing tape. You can put a piece there and reinforce it. You could also do it on the inside as well. If you wanted to put it on the inside, good luck, because it's a very small bag. So, but you could, if you were ambitious enough, put it in there instead, which would be cool, because then if you have little stuff like candies or whatever going in, then it won't get caught underneath those little bits of open bag. It's your preference, whatever you want to do. But for a mini album, you seriously do not need to reinforce it or anything, because you're going to be decorating over it anyway. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this, and don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. All I ask is just please be polite, because there's a lot of people that are going to want to learn how to do this, and I'd like to keep it positive. So anyway, just come hang out with us and watch another video. All right, peace out.